Have you ever wondered why your child's class size seems to be growing each year? In recent times, a peculiar trend has emerged in our education system. There's been a surge in job openings in schools. These vacancies aren't just for any roles. They're for fundamental positions that shape the future of our children. Teachers, reading specialists, special educators, and counselors. Yet despite the increasing demand, there is a significant shortage of applicants to fill these positions. It's like a vast ocean with an abundance of fish, but no fishermen to catch them. This situation begs the question, why is there such a mismatch between supply and demand? The plot thickens when we factor in the impact of the pandemic. The global health crisis has not just affected our physical health and day-to-day lives, it has also stretched its tentacles into our education system. Schools across the nation have seen a rise in vacancies as educators reassess their career choices in light of the new challenges brought on by the pandemic. So what we're seeing is a twofold problem. On one hand, there's a surge in job openings, and on the other, a dwindling number of applicants. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a large hole at the bottom. No matter how much water you pour in, it's never going to be full. This is the reality of our current education system. A widening gap between the number of educators needed and those willing to step into the role. The consequence? Larger class sizes, overworked teachers, and a decrease in the quality of education our children receive. And so, a pressing question arises. Why is there a shortage despite the rising demand? As we delve deeper into this issue, we'll uncover the complex layers that contribute to this crisis. From wage gaps to regional salary variations to a broken pipeline, the teacher shortage is a multifaceted issue that requires our urgent attention. Let's delve into the heart of the matter, the widening wage gap. Picture this. The average annual salary for K-12 teachers in the United States is $68,000. Now that might seem like a respectable figure, right? But let's put it in perspective. When we compare this to the average wage for all workers, teachers are earning 8% less. Yes, you heard it right, 8% less. This wage gap is more than just a statistic. It's a reality that teachers face every day, and it's a significant factor contributing to the current teacher shortage crisis. Just imagine going to work every day, knowing that your peers in other professions are earning more for the same hours you put in. That can be quite a blow to one's morale, wouldn't you agree? But this isn't a new phenomenon. This gap has been widening over the years. It's like a wound that's been left untreated, gradually becoming a gaping hole. This ever-increasing gap in pay between teachers and other workers is causing serious challenges in retaining and attracting educators. After all, who would want to stay in or enter a profession where they are undervalued and underpaid? This wage gap dilemma is not just about numbers. It's about the respect and value we place on the profession of teaching. It's about recognizing the immense contribution teachers make to society and compensating them fairly for it. The widening wage gap sends a disheartening message to our educators that their work, their passion, their dedication is worth less. The widening pay gap is certainly a factor in the teacher shortage, but it's not the only one. The teacher shortage is a nationwide issue, but it looks different in each region. As we delve deeper into the complexities of this crisis, it's essential to understand that salaries for educators are not uniform across the map. In fact, regional variations in teacher salaries contribute significantly to the overall teacher shortage issue. Let's consider this. In some parts of the country, teachers have seen their salaries increase, sometimes substantially. This could be due to various factors such as cost of living adjustments, legislative changes, or local initiatives aimed at attracting and retaining qualified educators. These areas often see a higher influx of applicants, which can help alleviate the teacher shortage. On the other side of the coin, however, there are regions where teacher salaries have seen a decline. The reasons for this decrease can be as varied as budget cuts, population shifts, or changes in the local economy. In these areas, the struggle to attract and retain teachers becomes even more pronounced. Lower salaries can lead to a higher turnover rate, with educators leaving the profession or moving to regions with higher pay. This, in turn, exacerbates the teacher shortage in these areas. It's also worth noting that these variations in pay can have a ripple effect. For example, a teacher in a lower-paying district might have to take on a second job to make ends meet, which can impact their effectiveness in the classroom. Or, prospective teachers might be deterred from entering the profession altogether if they perceive that the financial rewards do not match the demands of the job. These regional discrepancies in teacher pay present a multifaceted challenge. They not only contribute to the shortage of teachers, but also to the quality of education students receive. It becomes a vicious cycle, with lower salaries leading to teacher shortages, which in turn can impact student performance and outcomes. Regional discrepancies in teacher pay further complicate the issue, but there's still more to the story. As we move forward, we'll explore another crucial aspect of this crisis, the broken pipeline of teachers entering and exiting the profession. But for now, let's take a moment to consider the impact of these regional variations in teacher salaries on our education system. It's not just about attracting new teachers, but also about keeping the ones we have. The issue at hand isn't a simple one. It's a twofold problem that we refer to as the broken pipeline. This term encompasses the unfortunate trend of both older and younger teachers leaving the profession. Each end of this pipeline is leaking valuable educators, contributing to the overall teacher shortage we're experiencing. Let's start with the older teachers. These are seasoned professionals with years of experience under their belts. They've shaped countless minds and have weathered many a storm in the world of education, but they're retiring early or leaving the profession entirely. Why is this happening? Well, the reasons vary. Some are feeling burnt out, while others are dealing with health concerns or are simply disheartened by the current state of the education system. Now let's discuss the younger end of the pipeline. These are our fresh faces, the ones who have just stepped into the world of teaching. They're eager, passionate, and ready to make a difference. However, they're leaving too, and at alarming rates. The reasons are similar to their older counterparts: burnout, low pay, lack of support, and feeling overwhelmed by the demands of the job. This broken pipeline is more than just a trend. It's a crisis that's exacerbating the teacher shortage. When we lose educators at both ends of the spectrum, we are losing the rich blend of experience and innovation that makes our classrooms dynamic and our education system robust. The implications of this are immense. Fewer teachers mean larger class sizes, less individual attention for students, and ultimately, a decline in the quality of education. It's a ripple effect that touches every corner of our society. The broken pipeline is a significant factor in the teacher shortage, and it's a problem that needs urgent attention. Let's not forget that our teachers are the backbone of our education system. Without them, we risk jeopardizing our future generations. Therefore, it's crucial that we address this issue head-on, finding ways not only to attract teachers but also to retain them. After all, our children's education depends on it. The teacher shortage is a complex issue, but solutions are being proposed. The urgency of the situation has not gone unnoticed. In response to the growing crisis, President Biden has put forth a call to action, proposing an increase in teacher wages. This is a significant step towards addressing the pay gap that has been a contributing factor in the dwindling numbers of educators. By offering a more competitive salary, the hope is to attract more individuals to the profession and retain those already in the trenches. This increase in wages isn't just about numbers, though. It's about respect. It's about acknowledging the immense value teachers bring to our society, shaping the minds of the next generation. It's about ensuring that those who dedicate their lives to educating others can sustain a decent standard of living. But this is just one piece of the puzzle. There are other potential solutions on the horizon. For instance, programs that offer tuition reimbursement or loan forgiveness for those who commit to teaching in high-demand areas could be a game changer. Not only would this reduce the financial burden faced by many educators, but it could also incentivize more individuals to enter the field. Another approach could be to provide better support for teachers within the educational system. This could include increased professional development opportunities, mentorship programs for new teachers, and more resources for classroom management and curriculum planning. It's important to remember, though, that these solutions are not mutually exclusive. In fact, a combination of these strategies will likely be the most effective way to combat the teacher shortage. Because at the end of the day, this issue isn't about a singular cause or a singular solution. It's a complex challenge that requires a multifaceted approach. Addressing the teacher shortage requires a comprehensive approach, and the time for action is now. We owe it to our educators, our students, and our future. Let's rise to the occasion and ensure that our schools are fully staffed with passionate, qualified teachers who are compensated fairly for the vital role they play in our society.